Alright guys, so check this out. Before today's video gets started, I do want to mention yet again that we have our first t-shirt available for you guys to purchase. Now the link for this will be in the description box below. But you have this sweet logo on the front, nice, clean, and simple. And you got this big one here on the back. This is obviously one of my favorite designs, as I wear this shirt quite often if you know me, ever since I got it. So be sure to get yourself one before these are gone. You have about 8 more days left, so click the link in the description box below. Get yourself one, support the channel. Now let's get to today's video. Alright guys, welcome back. Thank you for tuning in. Today we are going to be installing the rear 1LE Brembos. Now we're starting with the rear because FedEx unfortunately only brought me the brake pads, didn't bring me my brake rotors. So I can still do the rear because the rotor is still the same, but the front I can't really do until I get that 2-piece rotor. So we're going to start with the rear. Hopefully the rotors show up tomorrow. But let's just dive right in, get this wheel off, and then get to work, guys. Alright guys, so jumping into the rear, you're going to need your new caliper. Beautiful. Now, I got my brake pads from rockauto.com. I went with the GM factory Brembo pads. I know most people upgrade these because they don't like the brake dust, but I actually like to clean my wheels and all that. So the brake dust isn't really that big of a deal for me. Maybe down the line I will do it, but for me it's just easier to just get the OEM Brembo. I also like, not gonna lie, I'm a big person, like if I have Brembos, I want to use Brembo parts. So that was a big reason I went with those as well. Alright, so to get started with the swap, you have 2 bolts here on the bracket of the caliper to get this off. And you also have what looks to be like a 10mm to disconnect the brake line. Now since we are going to be using these OEM rotors for right now until the new ones come in, this is going to be going back on, but you do have, I believe it's a T15 that's on here that secures this as well. And for the rears, there is no difference in the brake line. You don't have to change it like you do for the front. There's no modifications needed to the heat shield, so pretty much it's just swapping out one caliper for the other. And you also will lose a little bit of brake fluid probably once you disconnect this. So before you go ahead and try and drive, make sure you bleed your brakes so you don't have any air in the system. But we're going to go ahead, put this on a time lapse, get this off, and then I will update you with bolt sizes and tools that you will need. So before I get started with the install, I do want to go ahead and show you that these Brembo pads really are really good, to be honest, because I have had 2 track days. The car has 17,000 miles. I don't think these have ever really been changed. I've never changed them in my entire time owning it. I bought the car with 8,000 miles. But these brake pads still have a ton of life left in them. And if I didn't already buy these, I would still use these. But I think I'll probably either keep them as spares or just sell them with these, because I do want to sell these to try and recoup some of the money that I've invested in this, so I can do more stuff for you guys as well. So if you are interested in a Brembo kit, hit me up, Moat Motors or Cold Blooded Camaro on Instagram. I'll give you these for a good deal. But we're going to go ahead and get these pins pushed out, get the new pads in, and then get this back on the car, guys. So, alright guys, so to punch these out, you can either use a punch. If you don't have a punch, I used a very small screwdriver with my mallet and just popped them out. So we're going to go ahead, get these new brake pads installed. Alright guys, so to wrap this video up, both sides are done now. The one bolt that I used, or the one bolt I said was 10 for the brake line, is actually an 11. So you will need an 11 and you will need a 15 for the caliper. Other than that, super easy install. I'm very pleased with how the rear went. It's probably going to be a lot easier than the front. So overall, I'm pretty stoked. These look amazing compared to my other ones. But if you guys want to see the front, you'll have to stay tuned, because that's going to be in the next video. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you liked it, please give that thumbs up so I'm not dying out here for nothing. But for now, guys, I'll catch you guys in the next one.